Alrighty, guys, we have finally made it to the end here of our Lead with Clarity workshop. Now, before we wrap things up, I do want to leave you with something that I hope will actually make this workshop stick with you. Because here's the truth. You can understand your disc all day long. You can learn the 7 C's. You can know how to listen better and even have the perfect framework for difficult conversations. But if you don't apply it, nothing is going to change. We didn't go through this whole series for nothing to change. Growth without action, it's just insight. And insight, it feels good in the moment, but it doesn't change your relationships or your leadership or your communication. It doesn't do anything for you. It's kind of like going to school, getting all these certifications, and then not actually applying them or using them, right? So what actually is going to create that change that we need and want is for you to keep applying these concepts even after this workshop. You can always go back to those worksheets and see how you changed or what areas maybe you need to go back and improve upon. Maybe your disc style has changed. That's okay. We grow and mature. So we need to make sure we are constantly evaluating our communication so we can stay on top of it and be able to lead with clarity. So this personal action plan that's in your workbook is where everything is going to come together for us. It's where you take your disc style and say, where do I need to adjust? It's where you take your emotional intelligence and ask, how am I managing my tone, my reactions, and my stress? It's also where you are going to take these 7 C's, move them from something you heard to something you actually practice. And it's where listening becomes intentional, not just something you think that you're doing, which you're probably not. And it's where difficult conversations stop becoming something you avoid and start being something you handle with clarity and confidence, which is what we want. So here's what I want you to do. Take a few minutes and write this down. Your top 3 communication goals that you have for yourself for the next 2 weeks. Think of one habit you need to change, one habit you want to strengthen, and of course, this one's probably the most important one. What is one conversation you're going to handle differently this week? Doing this is actually going to help you apply everything that we have talked about, and hopefully you worked through the workshop booklets that you can now try to apply it to your everyday life. Because that one conversation that you are planning on handling differently, that's going to be where your growth is actually going to take place, because you're applying everything that we've learned, from how to listen, your emotional intelligence, going back to self-awareness, and incorporating those 7 C's and the framework or formula of how to handle a difficult conversation. Now we're taking it from just theory or notes and we're actually applying it to our real everyday life. And this is where you're going to start seeing the change, those improvements that you want to see. Alrighty, so let me go ahead and be transparent with you here. You're not going to get everything right every time. This is real life. It's not perfect. But I want you to also understand that's not the goal of this either. The goal is to be more intentional each time we are having conversations with people. So we can be aware of these and ultimately we can become better communicators. Alrighty guys, communication, it's not about perfection, it's about consistency. You don't need a leadership title to lead better conversations. You just need awareness and the courage to do something differently. If this has helped you, please share it with a friend so they can become better communicators as well. And you don't just want to watch, make sure you're actually doing the work with it because that's where those real results are going to happen. So please, like always, like, subscribe, and share, and leave a comment and let me know if this workshop has helped you out or if you have any questions. Other than that, I will see you guys later. Have a great weekend. Let me be real with you for just one moment. You can learn communication skills all day long, but if you don't apply them, nothing is going to change. Growth without action, that's just insight. So here's my challenge for you this week. Pick one habit you can change, one habit you can strengthen, and one conversation you are going to handle differently this week. That's where your real growth is going to happen. Watch this week's video to learn how you can do this. Guys, let me be honest with you here. Communication, it's not about perfection. It's going to be about consistency. You don't need a fancy title to lead and have better conversations. You just need awareness and the courage to apply what you've learned throughout this Lead with Clarity workshop. So my challenge to you is to start with just one conversation this week and apply what you've learned. Apply better listening skills, apply having better self-awareness and emotional intelligence, apply the 7 C's, and of course, you have to have a difficult conversation, apply that framework to how to handle difficult conversations. As always, guys, stay tuned, and I will see you next week.